I want to respect everybody's time. So I am Missy. I am super excited to welcome you all here tonight. So Missy Gregory is on the call with us. She is super interested in the Tower Garden. She said, can we just do a Tower Garden Zoom? And so Tara's on the call with us. She loves the Tower Garden. So she shares her knowledge with me, and June and Gerald are on the call with us tonight, and they are Tower Garden gurus. So I'm going to share a little bit. I'm going to share my screen, and then we're going to have a live presentation from June and Gerald. So this can be just a great learning experience for everybody. I'm really excited. So I want to welcome everybody. We're so happy that you could join us. The Juice Plus Company's mission is to inspire healthy living around the world. And over the next few minutes, you'll learn how and why the Tower Garden is becoming a solution for many families and schools. I am Missy Jones, and I am excited to share with you tonight about the Tower Garden and Tower Garden Flex. As a busy mom, I love that we have a garden and it uses 90% water, which is a big deal right here in Virginia because we do not have the best soil, and weather can be really unpredictable. So for us, we had summer today, summer tomorrow. We're going back to winter on Friday, I believe. So, all right, let me see if this screen will advance. Okay, here we go. All right, so more than half of the world now lives in urban areas, and this is the first time in history that that has happened. So it's really important that when you have this many people in a small space, they can find a place for a garden. So meeting the traditional needs of these densely populated areas with locally grown produce is a challenge like never before. So we think that the Tower Garden might be able to help us solve that situation. Our farmers, oh man, they're our heroes, and they're keeping us all fed. So if you have not thanked a farmer lately, be sure to thank a farmer for everything that they do. And did you know that drought, early or late freezes, which we get all the time in Virginia, and flooding contribute to rising food costs? So farmers are working to feed more people. Common farming variables such as drought, all these different things make their work more difficult. So at the Juice Plus Company, we're very fortunate to work with farmers that are committed to sustainable agricultural practices that ensure that the produce that goes into Juice Plus is as nutritional as possible. However, not all produce at the grocery store has the same opportunity due to the transport time and other factors. So there's always reasons why things are expensive at the store. So this is the drought from 2016. So you can see there's a major drought in California. Have any of you ever gotten strawberries from California? I have. How about almonds? 90% of the almonds in the United States are from California, so I bet you have. Many factors affect the cost of fresh produce, and one is the weather. Droughts, early and late freezes, like I talked about, all those things, floods, they all change the price of everything that we get. So have you ever gotten orange juice or oranges from Florida? That can affect your pricing. So that's important to know. All right, this is also super sad, but the nutrition is declining. So if you look at the spinach that's on the screen, in 1953, that was the iron content. But in 1997, which is a long time ago, 1997 is a long time ago, look how many bowls of the same spinach you would need. So if you look below, you can see that the nutrients down in the ground are dissipating. They might look the same, the plants might look the same, but now they have far fewer nutrients. So once again, another added cost of food is the price of gasoline. Did you know the average meal travels up to 1,500 miles before arriving on your plate? Growing a garden or purchasing local is fresher, more nutritious, and it causes less pollution and requires less gas. Weather and fuel are right cost factors. They help to write the cost factors. But what about the depletion of the nutrients? We're paying more for less quality product. The stunning findings published in 2004 were from the University of Texas, and they showed the nutrient density of 43 common fruits and vegetables on average have been declining between 5 and 40%. So that's a big decline. All right. Another added cost to food is the price of gasoline. So 1,500 miles, that's pretty far. That's a huge distance for things to travel. So that's why sometimes we have mushy things, that sometimes we have things that haven't even ripened yet. Okay, so the Tower Garden allows us to grow sustainable, acceptable solutions, and they are harnessing state-of-the-art technology known as aeroponics. And as a Tower Garden offers you a cleaner, simpler, and more efficient way to grow fresh, healthy food for your family. So good health starts with good habits, like eating wholesome foods. And with Tower Garden, you can easily grow your own fresh, nutrient-rich food virtually. My son's trying to sneak through the room, but he's making a huge mess instead. So the beauty of working from home. Anyway, oh my gosh, I don't know where I was, but basically good health starts with good habits like eating wholesome foods. And with the Tower Garden, you can easily grow your own fresh, nutrient-rich food virtually anywhere year-round without soil. By growing vertically with less water in virtually any space, everyone has a system to grow fresh, nutritious fruits and vegetables. Tower Garden brings new meaning to local, so we grow everywhere. So I love the picture on the left where you can see the Tower Garden in the middle of a city. And I love the picture on the right where you can see that there's entire Tower Garden farms. So these Tower Garden farms can be used for places like local restaurants, and people can even come in like a farmer's market and just be able to purchase what they need from those Tower Gardens. So, sorry, I have to close out some of the distractions. All right, so Tower Garden grows a higher yield of produce in a quicker amount of time. Don't just take our word for it. The Tower Garden has 2 scientific studies under its belt. In a stunning 2012 study by the University of Mississippi, they found 8 of the crops grown in a Tower Garden had an average of 30% higher yield, as well as the equivalent antioxidants levels to those crops grown using traditional, best possible soil gardening methods. So 30% higher yield and more antioxidants. Yes, please. I will take that. Thank you so much. All right. So you can grow your own whole foods that are better than organic, which is pretty exciting. Okay. So the expert behind this state-of-the-art, clean, sustainable, and innovative Tower Garden technology is Tim Blank, and his roots began in North Dakota, and his formal training began as an intern at Walt Disney World's Epcot Center. So the Epcot Center wanted a garden of tomorrow, so he created the Tower Garden. And we have a Tower Garden Flex and a Tower Garden Home, and they come built to last and with everything you need to get started growing. So its plastics are FDA food grade compliant, free of harmful components, and designed for sustainability and decades of use. Tower Gardens foster healthy living, provide plant therapy, and promote a plant-rich diet. The minerals created for the Tower Garden are clean and pure from the earth. Did you know the same technology is used by NASA on the space station? So you can eat astronaut food just by having your own Tower Garden and growing your own produce, which is pretty amazing. So the Tower Garden Home, you can get the lights on it. And if you can look down at the bottom, there are wheels underneath that white basin and you can move it all around. The Tower Garden Flex, I got the dolly to put underneath there. You can get lights to go on that one. And I'd love to move my Tower Garden all over my deck. I also like to turn it so that the same plants aren't always in the sun. And that way you don't have like one side of your tower garden has humongous plants and the other side would be dwarfed. So I forgot to tell my mom that information. So she had all this amazing lettuce and herbs on one side, and then the other side, she's like, I don't know what's wrong with these plants. They won't grow. And I was like, oh, I forgot to tell you to turn it because you don't have the lights, you have the sun. So you have to turn your plants so that the sun is feeding them. So just some info I wanted to pass along. All right, so how the tower garden works. Your tower garden will arrive at your doorstep with everything you need to get growing. There's seeds, nutrients, and supplies, and there's about 20 to 25 minutes of minimal setup and you're ready to go. So it's almost like building, it's almost like just building some Legos, like they all just snap together super easy. You can't really mess it up. It's super simple. Plants grow in a soilless medium called rock wool, and that the plant that person is holding, that's the little cube of rock wool. So you put your seeds in there or your seedling, which is a little plant in there. And that rock wool will provide oxygen and consistent moisture, encouraging rapid, healthy growth. Okay, and the reservoir for the tower garden holds, that tower garden home holds 13 gallons of water, and the tower garden flex holds 20 gallons of water. You'll fill the reservoir at the base of your tower garden with a mixture of the garden mineral blends and water, and this blend contains the pure earth minerals that I was talking about, and it's all natural nutrition for plants. The result is greater nutrient intake and superior growth for a range of plants. So